Hi guys, my name is Kimberly Carey and I am working on the Andromeda Queen Forget-Me-Not colorway from the Stitch and Snip. I got the kit and I am making it my own block of the month to do at home since I now live in Arkansas, not Idaho. And I am not a certified instructor with QuiltWorks or Judy Niemeyer, but I thought you guys might like to see my progress along the way and maybe help you out if you are struggling a little bit with the instructions, as they can be kind of complicated. I have done numerous Judy Niemeyer quilts over the past several years, and so have become pretty adept at reading the instructions and doing the projects. So I will show you what I've got so far. Started working on this a couple days ago. I don't have time to commit full days to doing this, so it's just been a couple hours here or there. And so this is my first block that I have been working on, and as you can see, these are the diamonds that are going to go in the center of the quilt, and then I have the curved pieces put together that will go next to the block just like that. I have one piece that I'm working on putting together. So you want to put the diamond piece on top and make sure that your TRP lines are matched up. So you can see I've got a TRP line on unit A5 that goes at an angle, and that matches up with the seam on the diamond in the middle between rows 2 and 3. So I have those lined up. Judy's quilts are really good and have these smart corners. So as long as you are cutting the blocks the way along the outside, the way that they're intended, you end up with these really nice smart corners that line up really well. So I've got those pinned. My next step is going to be to actually put glue on the curved piece. And then I'm going to take this interior curved piece and I'm just going to ease that in and fit all of that onto that curve so that it will lay nicely and I'll have a nice curve that won't pucker when I sew it. So that's going to be my next step. I'm going to glue it and then I will flip it over and sew from the paper side, following along this line right here after I have that glued. And that'll give me a nice 1/4 inch seam. The other thing that you can do as you go, if you have the outer curve on top and the inner curve underneath, when I have that glued, it should lay nicely. You can kind of keep this fan folded, this under one fan folded a little bit so that it matches that curve as you sew. And you also want to as you sew, you want to bring this piece of paper up just a little bit so that it kind of bends as you sew, and that will give you a nice good curve without any puckers in your seam. I know that's something that a lot of people struggle with when they try to sew curved pieces, but gluing, you can pin, but you want to make sure that you're pinning at least every inch, maybe even closer, to make sure that that lays really flat and even along that seam. But gluing really is the best option because then it gets it all the way across there and you don't have a ton of pins getting in your way. So I'm going to work on gluing and sewing these guys, and then I'll show you my finished product when that is done.